All right, we are on Facebook. And we're on YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah, and we're on Facebook.
Who's actually going? Who's facilitating?
In the
Oh.
But I should have my sound off at the start, right? My sound through I was just trying to hear, yeah.
No, yeah, because it's yeah. Yeah, like a double mic, double figure.
There you go. They're going to tell you the truth. There you go. They're going to tell you the truth. Yeah, here's the last chapter.
So you don't? I don't either.
All right, here comes the mayor.
Hey man, I got a tuxedo first. That's it. Now I wear a tuxedo just because I have to. I was just gonna buy them. Yeah, just random. Yeah. I didn't even open the bag because I moved all the stuff out of the house. I didn't even open it. I just took it right in there. Came in the trunk out of here and you see. So what was in there? I know it was in the closet for a long time. Yeah, them suits now. I won't get that. Yeah, some still. Make sure I can recognize it.
I'm still fast. Yeah.
I like your shoes.
Come sit at the layout.
I know those some too. Jackson, but they were trying to find right here. That say on the but no, it was a good
All right, everyone is here.
yes. I know the boys don't know nothing else.
He's gonna come stand in between me and Captain Brian. He was over the Parks and Rec. Yeah, I looked at him like, dude, why are you standing in between me? I don't know yeah, he can't. I mean, literally, he was like this. He just first appeared right here. And I was where he was, so I looked at him, you know, like, hey, you know, I'm awesome. Before I know it, he like this. Hey, how you guys doing? Like, get out of here, man. No, you want to get that music help. Watch me. Shorts. Yeah. But see, if them goons are smart, that's what they do. Instead of your own time. That's not really. You know they're gonna be there. What's the name? Pork chops and gravy. Biscuits. That big girl. They always do this one move. Yeah, that's what they're gonna then they be like, that should open the act. Yeah, hell,
All right, how you doing?
proud.
Right.
I hope this is enough seats. Let's see, there should be enough seats.
Is it enough chairs? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You what? One, two, 3, 4.
That's why I call it Uncle Rock.
Perfect.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Yes.
I like them open in football season.
Yeah, I saw that. What about Pro? You want to go on that Pro?
Yeah, he good.
Right. I didn't want to say.
Playing him a lot of
Oh, of course not. I mean, to be honest with you though, they show up at the college game.
yeah, but the level of competition is lower considerably.
Have you watched last year's year?
Yeah, I done seen
You
it.
saw it?
Yeah.
Man, but you see why some of them dudes not D1 and they ask.
Yeah,
And no work.
yeah.
Well, of course, that. You know, you sit there and you just want to pop off and all, you know, it's like this. Come on. Yo, Rob.
I got a little cousin went to that same junior college.
Which one? EC?
Yeah.
EC.
Yeah. You go down there. Huh?
You play football?
Yeah, you play running back.
And you ain't get nowhere from that school?
Look at man.
That's like the number one G code.
You wanna get in the street.
Mm-hmm. Trap out.
You know, everything flash. You know what I'm saying? He came up in the stage. Really about 2-3 months.
We good? Okay.
Just
I don't know what they're doing.
Different from Georgia State folks in their football school.
Right.
Right. The dude who used to coach over there, Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Dude had came from like, look, get your grades together, come up here, go to practice, and work it out, get your scholarship. And up here, they ain't got any screwed up here.
We're good.
Country now. So you up here got a big star right.
Like Georgia, like Atlanta put you on the will attract the wrong story. That is nuts, man. That is absolutely nuts.
Good afternoon. My name is State Representative William Boddie of Georgia House District 62, which encompasses East Point, where I live and reside, also College Park, Union City, the new city of South Fulton, Douglas County, and unincorporated Douglasville and unincorporated Douglas County. We're here today to celebrate and educate on House Bill 160, which is the most municipal option sales tax. And we're going to talk about this bill and its journey through the Georgia General Assembly. And first up today, I have the honor of introducing my dear friend, my constituent, the mayor of City of East Point, the Point, as she always names it. And I know I'm butchering it. Mayor Holiday Ingram.
So good afternoon and welcome to the great city of East Point, where there's no point like East Point. Yes, you know, that's my opening line wherever I am. But we are gathered today to really, first and foremost, thank our local delegation, Representative Boddie, Representative David Dreyer, and Representative Kimberly Schofield, as well as Senator Halpern and Senator Sonya Halpern and Senator Nan Orrock. For really being diligent in getting the legislation through. This has been a journey of some years of trying to make sure that the people of East Point, College Park, and Hapeville actually have the choice to decide whether or not this would be a funding option in the city of East Point, College Park, and Hapeville for water and sewer infrastructure projects. And so I must also say that this bill passed with bipartisan support. Overwhelming bipartisan support. And so I want to thank all of the legislators, as well as the local delegation from College Park and Hapeville, but all of the other representatives and senators, bipartisan support on this bill to get it through. And I must also thank Governor Kemp for actually signing the legislation and taking a stand and a commitment to making sure that the people of East Point, College Park, and Hapeville have the power to go to the ballot box and choose whether or not a 1 cent sales tax will be imposed to be able to help cover the cost of water and sewer infrastructure needs. And so simply put, what does this bill mean? What is it? This bill passed with bipartisan support to give the people the power to choose whether or not a 1 cent sales tax will be levied to fund water and infrastructure needs within the 3 cities. And again, Governor Kemp's signature, I believe, was definitely taking a stand for these cities and allowing the people to be able to use their voice and use their power at the ballot box. So as we move forward, the Tri-Cities, East Point, College Park, and Hapeville will work collaboratively to educate our residents about the most bill and what it could potentially provide if passed. We'll also work with other partners like Georgia Municipal Association and really make sure that we are educating the people and empowering them with information so that they can make an informed decision when they go to the ballot box. So thank you, and a million thanks to our legislators, our local delegation who worked tirelessly. It was definitely a nail biter, I can say, definitely this session, but they were committed, were steadfast, and they advocated to ensure that the people had the power to choose. And so we are thankful for that. And we will leave the decision up to the voters to make that decision in an upcoming election. And there will be an education campaign as we move forward. So thank you for joining us today to share this information. And this is only the beginning. This is a long journey. And ultimately, the people will decide what actually happens, whether or not this tax will be imposed. So thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. At this time, I want to bring to the podium another dear friend of mine who have worked together a long time on various issues in College Park, the interim city manager, Mercedes Miller.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the mayor of the city of College Park, Mayor Bianca Boddie, I'd like to express my sincere appreciation for the opportunity to thank the representatives for sponsoring this bill, the governor for signing this bill, and the citizens. I'd like to also thank you just for having the opportunity to make the decision about this bill. House Bill 160 will support all the upcoming development in the area. And it's important to me as the interim city manager to keep up with the latest improvements when it comes to our city's infrastructure. I think Georgia has shown what can happen when we all work together, and we're looking forward to educating the citizens about the most bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Madam City Manager. Next, I want to bring to the podium Jackson Myers, who's the Director of Infrastructure and Development for the City of College Park.
Thank you, Representative. I would like to express my appreciation for all the hardworking representatives in both houses, and that Representative Boddie, District 67, for us. We worked hard. Municipal optional sales tax. This allows us to, for all the visitors to come to College Park to actually pay the most tax, and it keeps the stress of our citizens off. We're not having to cover our infrastructure, our water, or sewer. We repair our sewers and streets. We can use these funds to actually get our streets repaid while we're working in our water and sewer. Some of our water and sewer has been in the ground for over 71 years. Some of it's been, of course, we've replaced some over the various times, but I feel that this impact will help our citizens. They won't be stressed for utilities upgrade all the time in their billing cycles for both water and sewer. We have a great avenue to keep our bills low, not only at College Park, but East Point and Hapeville, and we can utilize this funding to help us with our support through the City of Atlanta. We've got City of Atlanta, we use our sanitary sewer, we use their system, and anytime they have upgrades, they come back to us to ask us for funding, a percentage. We fund 4.49% of the upgrades to the South River treatment plant. Again, thank you for all of it. I really appreciate your hard work and support. It's been 5 years trying to get it on my part, and this is a great day for the South Side.
Next, I would like to bring to the podium Tim Young, who's the city manager of the City of Hapeville.
Thank you. And on behalf of the Mayor of Hapeville, Alan Hallman, and our City Council, we are thankful to join with our sister cities in order to help bring this bill. Thank you that the bill has already been brought forward. We thank our representatives, our team, for championing the bill through the legislature. We are grateful to our mayor, to our governor, Brian Kemp, who had misgivings, but also acknowledged that we are in need. All of our cities are in growth mode. All of our cities have higher daytime populations, and we have a significant amount of usage, more than in the evenings. And so this will actually help our voters have the actual choice in order to see how we can fund more fund strategic infrastructure that we need. We're looking forward to working with our sister cities, to educating our constituents so that we can all continue to grow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. City Manager. Now I have the distinction of introducing a dear friend of mine. Actually, she's also my state senator, State Senator Sonya Halpern, to the podium of Senate District 39.
Good afternoon. As you heard, I am State Senator Sonya Halpern. I represent District 39, which has many wonderful neighborhoods in East Point, Atlanta, College Park, City of South Fulton, and Union City. And I just want to say to the mayor, to council people who are here, to my distinguished colleagues in the legislature, I'm really glad to be standing here with everybody this afternoon. It really is an important moment, and it is worthy of marking this time. This bill allows us to educate voters, citizens, constituents on the opportunity of how to fund some of the infrastructure projects that are in front of us. And we are fortunate in that we are just 3, East Point, City, College Park, and Hapeville, 3 cities that are now being allowed to do that, in addition to Atlanta, which of course we've tied into all of these years. So as a senator who represents both East Point and College Park, I'm really proud to have seen this piece of legislation make its way to the governor's desk and signed into law. I want to thank my colleagues in the Senate. You heard before that this bill passed with overwhelming bipartisan support, and that is very true. So I want to acknowledge my colleagues in the Senate, and especially Senator Nan Orrock, who could not be with us today, but we were like glued at the hip, working to ensure and secure that bipartisan support to make sure that we would get the pass in our chamber. And of course, none of this would be possible. Today would not have been possible without the steadfast leadership of my friend, Representative William Boddie, who has just really shepherded us the way through, made sure that it was able to get out of the House and then over to the Senate, and then back it went back to the House, and he was able to get it back to the floor to pass in those nail-biting last moments of sine die. And really, I want to also acknowledge the great teamwork amongst all of us in this delegation in making sure that we were able to get the governor's approval on this. It takes a lot of teamwork to get legislation through. We can celebrate when it's all done, but the behind the scenes, there's a lot happening. And I'm just grateful and glad to be part of this delegation working so well together. So while our legislative journey has come to this great ending, HB 160 really does represent just a beginning. The signing of this bill into law means that residents, our citizens, will ultimately determine whether this tool will become part of a portfolio of tools used to secure the future of clean, safe drinking water and environmentally sound wastewater treatment. Infrastructure is really not always sexy stuff. And it's not the stuff that you can see with your eyes, but it is really the stuff that forms wonderful, great, exciting, dynamic cities and towns here in the south part of Fulton County, but throughout our great state. So thank you very much for joining us, and onward and upward.
Thank you, Madam Senator, and thank you for your leadership and partnership on getting the bill across the finish line in the Senate and all that you did as well in helping to get the bill signed into law, as well as the other delegation members. I was pleased on Monday even to learn that the governor did sign House Bill 160, which is the most legislation. And I do thank the governor and his office for signing the bill into law. HB 160 is a common sense solution to addressing critical wastewater and sewer infrastructure needs for the cities of East Point, College Park, and Hapeville. House Bill 160 gives the residents of the Tri-Cities area a voice and a vote in deciding how vital infrastructure upgrades and projects will be addressed in their communities. House Bill 160 will look at revenue options to raise money for wastewater infrastructure upgrades in the Tri-Cities area. And this is if the referendum is successful and approved by the voters in East Point, College Park, and Hapeville. House Bill 160 is a bill, as we all heard earlier, that boasts strong bipartisan support in both chambers of the Georgia General Assembly, passing the House with 167 to 0 nays, passing the state Senate with 35 yeas to 14 nays. Now I would like to give a public thank you to all the men and women who worked tirelessly and worked so hard over the last 4 or 5 years to get the most legislation passed into law for the cities of East Point, College Park, and Hapeville. First and foremost, I would like to thank the mayors of the city of East Point, College Park, Hapeville for their vision on fighting for a most bill for their cities. First, I would like to thank East Point Mayor Holiday Ingram, College Park Mayor Motley Broom, Hapeville Mayor Hallman, and the city council members of the 3 cities, all 3 cities. And some are here today, Representative Joshua Butler, and I also see Representative Lance Wright. So thank you as well to the cities of East Point, College Park, and Hapeville, the House delegation, and also my House co-sponsors, Representative David Dry, who could not be with us today, Representative Kim Stonefield, who was with me every step of the way, including tag teaming the House and Senate Finance Committee meetings. Also, Representative Derek Jackson, who wanted to be here today, that was a strong voice for the most. Also, my Chief Deputy Whip, Representative Darrell Bazemore, who was standing with me at 12:14 on sunny dot after midnight to see the bill pass. Also, I want to thank, of course, Senate delegation members. I just can't say enough about Senator, my co-sponsor, Senator Halpern. I appreciate you really giving the guiding voice and the cool, calm hand and making sure that we got the bill across the finish line. Also, the ever powerful voice of Senator Nat Arrock, and also Senator Valencia C. Now I have to thank my membership and leadership in the House Democratic Caucus, House Minority Leader James Beverly, who worked through the line fields and political shortfalls and high falls to help get the bill across the finish line. Also, I have to thank Senate Minority Leader Gloria Butler, House Minority Whip David Wilkerson, Senate Minority Whip Harold Jones Jr., and also the Dean of the House, Karen Smiley, and our Policy Director, Shalimar Parham, and the entire majority and minority leadership and the general body of the Georgia General Assembly who supported House Bill 160. I would like to also say thank you to the lobbyists, East Point lobbyist John Clayton, College Park lobbyist Don Bowler, and Howard Franklin for all of their hard work behind the scenes to make sure HB 160 passed into law on Monday. And I want to just thank everyone for getting House Bill 160 and the most legislation across the finish line and signed into law, because it was a long journey, a lot of late nights, a lot of political maneuvering, and just a lot of praying to get us to where we are today. So I want to conclude this press conference at this time and open up to any questions to the meeting. If there are no questions, we will have members of the delegation and the East Point. Yes. and the East Point City Council, as well as the staff and city managers and directors that are here today, and also our mayor of East Point, if we have any questions that you all want to speak with them one-on-one about. Thank you all for being here, and have a great afternoon. Goodbye.